Hey yo guys, girls, and everyone in between, this is Rebellious Pastry here, and this is a random work stream. And I brought my friend along. Would you like to say name and
Hello.
pronouns?
Hello. Y'all can call me Archie. Pronouns he, they, z, whatever. Pretty much anything except she.
Literally anything but she, yeah.
Pretty much.
I say anything but he or she, but yeah. So you would go with Neos, they, yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm doing a random work stream today. The reason why I didn't schedule this ahead of time is it's random. So yeah. I don't know if do you have a channel or any channel announcements?
Not really.
And please keep in mind, I'm gonna go ahead and keep into the channel theme when I say this, but it takes a few minutes for the rolls to bake, meaning for the donut batch to come. So because this is random, but yeah. Wait, Archie, did you sign up for a pastry pride map piece?
I don't think so.
Do you know enough about animation to do like an animation or an animatic?
I could definitely do an animatic.
I would probably take animatics as long as you didn't like use Gotcha Club or as long as it's by hand. As long as it's 100% by hand, I take it. But yeah. And if you want to go ahead and pull up this stream on your device, so that one you can see the chat and just mute it. So one you can see the chat, and two so that you can give me some watch time. But yeah. But yeah. This is just more of a free form, like, talk about almost anything that is channel appropriate, pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, so you, oh man, I'm gonna go ahead and post the link to the pastries pride map, but yeah, so that's what's up here anyway. Just so you know, as I get closer and closer to 1K, I'm probably gonna have more and more streams because of like watch time and the requirement to go ahead and be monetized. But yeah. But yeah. But please go ahead and feel free to sign up for a Pride Map part. But yeah, think you'd use Archie for the Pride Map part. Like, it's an OC map.
Maybe, I'm not sure.
And if you don't, and if you don't have an LGBTQ plus OC, oh, is it your birthday, Cash? Is it your birthday, Cash? But yeah. Don't read it out loud, but do you like the name that I put in this current voice channel in our like Discord thing? Do you like the name? Also, if we were to do please let me know if we're doing a screen share, because I'd have to change this channel or change what my name is for this server for like until the stream is over, because I just realized I would have name dropped myself if I were to automatically do a screen share. But yeah, so think you'll end up starting a YouTube. I forgot if you were or weren't or still on the fence.
I'm kind of on the fence.
I would definitely recommend you like check out the hobby interview show for animation that is currently or like I it was a reverse episode of like the hobby interview show where my best friend at this current IRL obligation pretty much interviewed me about animation through like the reverse episode. But yeah.
Oh, nice.
But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and start working on my birthday profile picture. Just so you guys know, my birthday's on May 21st. I think this is just news for Archie at this point.
Honestly, yeah.
I don't think I've ever told you when my birthday was.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Yeah. But to be fair, Archie is one of my newer friends, so gotta cut him some slack. He joined one of my IRL friend groups after I left.
Yeah.
After I moved, so but yeah. But I want to congratulate him for picking up on my vibes. Even just through like calls. I think this is your first on the channel call, I think.
Yeah.
But yeah. But yeah, so like, just so that we can go ahead and get talking. So, like, when you say you want a channel, what is, some, like, so, this is gonna sound weird, but I want you to think about why do you want a channel, and why wouldn't you want a channel?
Mm-hmm.
Like, if you have a piece of paper, or like somewhere to write, I would recommend you write a T-chart.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna do it because I'm trying to go ahead and get stuff done for like the future, but oh geez. All right. Oh, wow. Sorry. Did you hear that noise? Or no? It's just on the stream. No. Whenever I get a new subscriber, it makes like the like alert noise, and it kind of startled me. But yeah. Oh geez. Sorry about that, but yeah. Why I would mute it, but no. It's good. It's good to hear that noise. But yeah. So like, why, I'm gonna start with the should. Why do you think you want a YouTube channel?
I'm not really sure. Like, that's why I'm still kind of on the fence, because like I don't know.
So like a good way to go ahead and like process any life decisions is to make a T-chart. Not T as in testosterone, but T as in like a literal T-chart. Like have you seen a T-chart before?
Yes, I'd be very concerned if I haven't.
Yeah. No. Yeah. I don't know what you use in IRL obligation. Maybe use a Y chart. I just made that up, unless a Y chart is an actual thing. Would you consider a tree map a T chart? Or no? Or are they different?
I stuff what a tree map is.
Wait, you don't know what a tree map is?
I know what it is. I just haven't used it in a long time. Love.
Here, for those of you guys on air, it's
That's somewhat of a teacher.
yeah.
Okay.
Let's see here. For those of you guys who are on air and is wondering what the hell is a tree map, I sketched one out quickly. And then beep 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 dee 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 that 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 that. All right, tree map. Tree map drawn in 10 seconds. And all those scribbles would represent words. But yeah. With a tree map and a T-chart, and then for those of you guys who do not know what a T-chart is, that's a T-chart. No, they're different. They're different. But yeah.
For the most part, like, they serve the same purpose.
Yeah.
It just looks slightly different.
But yeah. So like, it's definitely good to balance the positive and the negatives of like, having a YouTube channel. Also, I feel like it also depends on what kind of channel you have.
Yeah.
As far as like if it would if I would recommend it to you. Like honestly, I'm going to be brutally honest and say I do not recommend what I do.
Yeah.
The algorithm literally treats me like hot garbage. But yeah. So if you choose anywhere in the realm of art and animation, I would say camaraderie would probably be like the most important thing. Like you know what I mean, right?
I think so, yeah.
Having friends.
Yes.
That is in the same like and when it comes to like YouTube communities, animators, from what I've noticed, most of the time the animators are the most chill with each other because it's like because like I'm going to use boats for an example for some odd reason. So like compare like let's say that there's like a ton of tiny ships out there and you're trying to convince people to go ahead and buy tickets for your boat instead of anyone else's. That's pretty much your vloggers and your like your channels that don't take as long to make videos. And then imagine this one huge ass boat that is like that has like a leak in it and you need more people to go ahead and make sure the boat don't sink. That's your animation community. Because it takes forever to go ahead and make things, animators tend to promote the crap out of each other. So that's why if you look at the Storytime animation community, sure everyone has their favorites, but the Storytime animation community tend to promote each other a lot. Like the OGs did a lot too.
Yeah.
But yeah. But that's just in general for like regular animation too, because it's like because it takes longer for animation and we kind of need something to keep the base occupied, so we pretty much give the names out of each other's channels to each other. Which did you see the thing about Jonah TBO?
I don't think so.
I think Rainbow or somebody mentioned, I think Rainbow or Aqua mentioned mentioned like the community tab post I made about him in the But yeah. Um, so, I'm kind of surprised that Jonah TBO released out that one short animation video. And I kind of commented on his channel, animation since when?
Yeah, because, like, I kind of know him IRL.
Yeah. I never... The funny thing is...
I didn't think that.
The funny thing is that I never met him IRL.
Really?
No. And yet it feels like we have, because I know Dead End in real life. Which Dead End is, you know who. You know who.
Yeah.
Don't say their real name out loud.
I won't.
But yeah. But yeah. Dead End have been on multiple episodes of my show. Mostly not these kinds of things. Mostly like your planned show slot times. But yeah. Hello, BK Dan. How are you doing? Hello, Retro Gamer. It looks like a family tree to me, talking about the tree map. Well, I think, wait, yeah, a family tree is kind of like a tree map, but, it's basically,
Wait. Why did that just click? Like, wait.
It depends. Okay, we're not gonna get too far into this on this stream, but it probably depends on what you believe in. If you're Christian, I'm not gonna say what I am on air, but if you're Christian, then it looks exactly like a tree map. Because you got Adam and Eve and then everyone else from that they're on. But yeah. But yeah, I sometimes make religious references, but I tend to keep most of it out of the channel just because, like, I don't want, like, I personally just, like, and as you figure out if you want to YouTube or not, you'll figure out what you will and will not say on the channel.
Yeah.
You'll figure it out. And remember, every creator's different. Like, you know how Jaden Animations made, like, an I'm an Arrow Ace video and literally did not go anywhere further with being Arrow Ace? And how I literally made a entire, like, Valentine's Day as an Arrow Ace video. Before hers.
Yeah.
But, yeah. So, what you share is up to you. And only you.
Yep.
Unless someone doxes you. If it's on accident, like on air, there's ways to go ahead and mitigate that, but yeah. Like say somebody's a friend of yours, and whatnot. But yeah, but yeah, this is more of a free form, like, stream. Like, we're not trying to get anywhere except for me getting my stuff done. That's literally the only goal of this thing. Which means...
And I'm here because I have nothing better to do.
Yeah. I'm like, no, this is how, like, this came to be. I'm like, do you want on air? Sure. Let's do it. Now. But yeah. How did we get from do you want a channel or not to Adam and Eve?
I don't know.
No. Okay. We want and then I went T chart to tree map to family tree to Adam and Eve. Oh my goodness. But yeah. So, and then I'm just like, if you want a channel is up to you, and it is up to you what you share on the channel.
Yeah.
But yeah. So like, what would be easier to ask first? Why do you want a YouTube channel, or why you do not want a YouTube channel?
I don't know.
Because one thing about a YouTube channel is if you're just starting out and you don't really have a base yet, and then you decide, oh, I don't want this anymore, you could easily drop it. But the thing is that like once you get like a growing base, if you drop the channel, then your base is gonna be like, what?
Yeah.
But in general, the advice I tend to give when it comes to like people who are thinking about quitting, I'm like, please go ahead and make sure you go ahead and tell your fans, like a creator that is doing something similar to what you used to do, so that they still have something to watch.
Yeah.
But yeah. Because nothing's permanent. But yeah. That's just my thoughts on like what, like, to YouTube or not to YouTube. And in my animation hobby interview show, I'm gonna do one about the channel. It just depends on who wants a reverse episode about that. And my rules about like if you can pick up a reverse hobby interview show is if you've been on a regular one yet. But yeah. But yeah. Hello, apple juice. Hello, marsupial. Oh my god, this is like the best time to stream. But yeah. I just don't like to have my regular show on the weekends because I sometimes like to do IRL obligations on the weekend. But yeah. Okay, I need my regular pen back, not this silly blur pen. But yeah. To YouTube or not to YouTube is totally up to you. I definitely like if you're gonna go anywhere with the realm of with like animation or whatnot, definitely have a community. And I'd probably let you into some of mine if they let me, if you want like a head start.
Yeah.
But yeah, one thing I would probably say is like you could go ahead and start off with an art channel and see if you want to do animation later on.
Yeah, that's kind of what I've been thinking.
And like you can go ahead and like do like art slideshows through like I personally use iMovie, but you could also do it through CapCut.
Yeah.
And what I do on CapCut is edits. Like I personally can't really, like I personally like, I like with animation. If you cut corners, people can tell.
Yeah.
So if you want to save time, the easiest way I'd say to do that is like recycle thumbnails and whatnot. Which I've done that just because like I wanted to go ahead and also make shorts, but I didn't want to make like animation memes. I feel like animation memes would just feel like a waste of time for me. So yeah. So definitely don't as many corners as possible. Don't cut. But yeah, but yeah, I would say if you're not quite sure what you want to do, just go ahead and like screw around either on long forms or shorts. The thing that's really in right now is doing little doodles on paper using like a tripod.
Really?
Yeah. My friend Branimation. I think you met him. Wait, no, you didn't. It was during that like Jackbox day. That you didn't. That you didn't take part in. But yeah. You will meet him one day. But yeah. He actually goes pretty far with that. It's just I personally don't. I personally have a hard time with the camera, so with any involvement with the camera.
Yeah.
But yeah. Like I'm that type of person that people would go ahead and be surprised that I oh man. Yeah. Yeah. Apple juice. Yeah. And once you start building a base, it'll start feeling like really good, you know? That Are you still on?
Mm.
Are you still on? You just went
Yeah.
quiet there for a second. I'm like,
My bad.
did they leave?
No, I'm still here.
Sorry, I'm just that person that sometimes there's just like, did they randomly leave me whenever they like stop talking? Yeah.
And don't worry, if I leave, I will definitely let you know.
Yeah. But yeah. Shoot, what was I talking about before I got kind of paranoid? Is paranoid the right word? We're just gonna go with it.
I don't know.
YouTube
Okay.
YouTube should or shouldn't. Definitely be passionate with what you're doing if you want to do animation.
Yeah.
Animation is definitely not your for the money type of YouTube. Which nothing should be.
Honestly, yeah.
Like nothing should just be for the money. But yeah. Like money would be nice so that I could pay off IRL things in the future. But yeah, it'd be nice. How I tend to go about with like a hold on, is there a confetti brush? No, I'm just gonna hand draw it, but my thing about like monetization is it'd be nice if I could go ahead and have this be somewhat of how I bring man my like okay, so my thoughts on monetization is it'd be nice if I could go ahead and have this be like a good side job so that I could make money off my hobby. But yeah.
Oh yeah.
But money is not the sole purpose of why I do the channel.
Yeah.
So if you're looking for like a fast, easy way to get famous, animation just isn't it. So if that was the reason why you wanted the YouTube channel, scratch that as far as like a story or any form of animation, especially story time.
Yeah.
But and then one negative is definitely the time. I personally don't like to talk about like negatives of the channel on the channel, but since we're trying to figure out if you want a channel, it's fine.
Yeah.
I just want you to know what you're getting into. Honestly. Not like, oh, this is gonna be so easy. No, it's not. But yeah. I definitely feel like part of what most successful YouTube channels should be doing is with the base they have, treating them correctly. I've literally gone on so many rants about Logan Paul on this channel. But you get my point.
Yeah.
I feel like QA, who is now Apple Juice, is like, oh God, not again. But yeah, hello, Adropoloska, how are you? Please let me know if I did not, but easy if you have the skills. I wouldn't say animation is easy even with the skills, because like you could be like the world's most like skillful animator and YouTube still looks at the numbers and it's just like, nope, you're not uploading enough. Screw off now.
Damn.
But yeah. Of course, if you're skilled at what you're doing, then you're gonna get more like human, like more people pressing the share button, which will ultimately help you with the algorithm. But the algorithm itself is like basically like quantity over quality.
Yeah.
So like let's say that there's this so with I'm gonna use a clothing example now. So like, would you rather have like a ton of clothing that like pulls apart within like the first 3 wears, or would you rather have like less clothing but it's built to last longer and they're both the same price?
Definitely the less clothing, cause like, why would anyone want something that's just gonna fall apart like the instant you put it on?
But you could get more for less. That's the thing.
Damn. That's true.
But you could get more for less that way. But then again, why am I asking a trans mask about more or less clothing?
I don't know.
I should have known better, man. I'm also trans mask. But it's for the sake of trying to teach people a lesson, so you can't be too mad.
Yeah.
But yeah. But what YouTube wants is a whole ton of like content. It doesn't matter. It like ultimately to YouTube, if you make more videos, then it would go ahead and do better. But yeah. But yeah. So does this help you to figure out to YouTube or not to YouTube?
Yeah, it helps a little bit.
To YouTube or not to YouTube? That is the question.
Indeed.
But yeah. So like does what I'm saying make you want a YouTube more or a YouTube less?
Honestly, I'm not sure. I'd probably have to just think about it some more, but
Yeah.
it definitely helps.
Like, why am I going into YouTube or not to YouTube? It's something to talk about, you know? Like, why do people do anything?
Yeah.
um like why would someone want to go to McDonald's and grab a crispy chicken sandwich? Um
They like, why do you get a job? Make money.
yeah. Um so for the crispy chicken example, it's because of my breakfast this morning was horrible. So I went to McDonald's instead. But yeah. It's just like I personally like to just like it's just human behavior and human behavior fascinates me. Like,
Yeah.
why do people choose like why do people choose to do anything? Like,
Mostly, yeah.
like other than your drawings, what are your other hobbies? Or are you just kind of like, oh my god, this question? You can be honest.
I don't know, dude. Not gonna lie, I don't really have too many other hobbies.
That's common among like freaking cartoonists, man. I swear. I sometimes say, why does anyone do anything at Rebellious Pastry 2023? Yeah. But yeah. But definitely, like, I would say one of the best feelings you'll ever feel is getting, like, if you have like your fan art email open and or like available to the fans, and then once you get that first fan email, that definitely makes you feel good. And when you get like fan art email from like the inbox or like wherever, so like, but then again, like, base building kind of takes effort as well, because like, how are you gonna get good fans is the question. Like you could get the worst fans out there, and then you could be known as that creator with a crappy base.
Yeah.
Logan Paul. Man. Imagine if someone from the batch just went through all of my streams and just did a compilation of all the times I said Logan Paul.
Dude, now you're making me tempted to do that.
You could do that, honestly.
Is how I Paul.
To save you some time, it's mostly the random work streams that I did. But you could do, but
imagine that's the first video on my channel, just how many times Rebellious Pastry says Logan Paul.
like, people do that as well on YouTube. Just like compilations of different things. Oh man. But yeah.
Honestly, as of now, if I were to have a channel, it wouldn't stick to like one particular thing because I'm just way too indecisive.
If you here's the thing though, if you stick to one particular thing, then it would do better for the algorithm.
Yeah, I would probably just
and the
like,
base
stick to a few.
And the base would like to go ahead, and the base, like, I feel like the you would get more of a targeted base that way if you were to go ahead and if you were to stick to Like, how many people do you think? Okay, this is gonna be an extreme example, but how many people do you think would unsubscribe to this channel if I were to just automatically start doing construction videos? Probably most of the batch would probably unsubscribe if I randomly decided to do construction videos. Like, imagine if the next rebellious pastry video is about how to build a couch.
That would be hilarious. Just screw animation. Let's build a table or something.
But yeah, that's an extreme example. But it makes people laugh. And and like my sub. Oh man. But yeah. And as you're just starting out, I guess it's fine if you it's fine if you go ahead and take risks about like what you do. But once you start getting like known, you kind of don't want to switch around too much.
Yeah, definitely.
But yeah. And there's actually some YouTubers that are just like that makes like random compilations of other YouTubers. Like imagine if someone were to just go ahead and make an entire video of pastry mess ups. Like how many times I messed up a word on stream. That would be at least 3 parts. And even then you would miss all of them. Or miss some of them.
Yeah.
Oh man. Wait, do you want to know something funny that happened once? So I accidentally made a homophobia cannibalism joke. and then my friend, a channel friend, or like he's way bigger sub count than I am, but we're still channel friends somehow. He managed to go ahead and make like cut that out and like post it on his channel. I'm like, oh my goodness. But yeah, it's always funny to see YouTubers like screw up, honestly.
Yeah.
But yeah. And but the risk is would the YouTuber get mad at you for it?
That's true.
Like if I were to see a pastry mess up compilation, I'd be like, "Yep, I'm a dipshit." Next. Yep. Yeah, but yeah. Just like what you're doing. Like if you're passionate about what you're doing is the most important thing. And that's not even with just YouTube itself. That's just with life.
Yeah.
But yeah. Like I've said this before on random talk or random like work streams, but the YouTubers that are just like or that are just in it for the money just annoy the living hell out of me.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah. I get money's important, but if money's the only reason why you're doing something, then you kind of shouldn't be doing it.
Honestly, yeah.
So,
like, obviously do things for money because, you know, everyone needs money, but like, do it because you enjoy it.
yes. It's just some jobs do not have the best paychecks.
Yeah. That's true.
But yeah. But those jobs tend to be like the most rewarding ones though. But yeah, that's the problem. But yeah. The people who find a job that they like and make a lot of money from it are lucky as freak.
Yeah.
But yeah. Most people have to choose one way or the other. But yeah. So, imagine if we just changed the title of the stream to YouTube or not to YouTube. That's the question.
Oh, it'd be funny.
But yeah.
To YouTube or not to YouTube?
YouTube, that is the question.
Indeed.
And also, like, a problem I tend to see with a lot of gaming channels is they tend to just sit there and play the game. There's not really much personality there.
Yeah. Like, if you're gonna be a gaming channel, unless you're, like, uploading, like, a playthrough where there's not supposed to be any commentary. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah. I think
some people, like, upload, them just getting through the game.
even then, there's at least some commentary.
Yeah.
Like, imagine if you were just one day on YouTube and then this one YouTuber is like, and this is how you complete the game. First step is da da da. Second step is da 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 da. Third step is, and oh, don't forget this too. No, that's not how you get people to watch your stuff. Like, hey guys, let's go ahead and play this game. Now this might be a hard part, and this is why I'm here to help you. But yeah. Biggest problem I imagine if I ended up exposing the living crap out of every YouTube genre. I could.
I don't doubt that one bit.
Me exposing the living crap out of all YouTube genres.
Yeah.
What? Okay, you name a YouTube genre, and I'll go ahead and see what I can come up with. And I even pick on storytime animation, so you can't go after me for picking on a specific genre. I literally picked on my own already. That's what I did first.
Genre. Well, it'd be nice if I could think of a genre.
Family vloggers.
Oh God.
For those, I'm like, how many times do you actually ask for your parent or ask for your child's consent before you put them on camera?
My first question is just why?
Just
why would anyone ever want to do that?
like, okay, sweetie, please cry in front of the camera so we can get more views.
Yeah, like, why would anyone want to do that?
Yeah. Yeah, like, and I feel bad for all the people, for all the children who were born into these vlogger families because they didn't choose to be vloggers. They had that, like, decision, and then, like, it pretty much puts, like, that child in, like, a kind of yucky situation because, because they're like, I have to be on camera to go ahead and please my family, or else. But yeah, chat. If you guys can think of any, like, channel genre that I can expose the living crap out of, go right ahead. What vloggers in general. I know someone that's a vlogger. I'll go ahead and tell you who it is later, or off air, but, yeah. Vloggers. I have watched vloggers in the past, and it's like, oh my god. Can you please just shut up already? You want to know something scary? If I wasn't camera shy, then I probably would have been a vlogger. Or just a storyteller in general. But just like imagine pastry without pastry. Just how do you think that would go?
I don't know.
That would have been a train wreck for when I came out of the closet. That would have been a train wreck. But yeah, given what I started this channel and now where I'm at with it. Like, imagine if I just started my YouTube channel and just be like, "Oops, I'm trans," on a vlogging channel. Because, like, I guess I technically didn't come out to the channel. It was just like, oh, I'm gonna go ahead and like try out these pronouns, pretty much try to figure myself out here. And it was a very like slow and sneaky process. Like it was just slid under the table. No, it was like that tablecloth trick. Like, you know how it's like how like you can if you yank a tablecloth really quickly, how like the things on the tablecloth stay.
Yeah.
It was like one of those things, but with gender. Like, whoop, no gender. And also, like, if you think about like wanting to start a YouTube, do you think you would want to start out with, "Hey guys, I'm trans"?
Probably not.
Or would you just go?
Imagine starting that way. Just, hey guys.
Like, "Hey guys, I'm trans." But
that just sounds like one of the worst ways to start.
But yeah, I just want to warn you that trans channels tend to get unfairly targeted.
Yeah.
Like, even on my channel, I've seen some of it, and I've even been targeted when I've been on other people's channels.
Damn.
Their channel got targeted while I was on it. So yeah, people aren't the nicest to trans channels. But did I choose YouTube so that people could be nice to me? No. I'm gonna do a tie instead of just having the buttons be shown this time. But yeah. I definitely did not choose the easy life at all. But, yeah. Definitely, like, personality is definitely one of the most important things about, like, having a YouTube channel. Like, do you think you could be able to just, like, most generally, like, extroverted? I feel like, in general, other than the animators, I'm kind of like an anomaly when it comes to my genre, because most people are like Jaden animations. I'm like Jaden animations, but in a different way than everyone else.
Yeah.
Like, most of your Storytime animators are introverted as fuck. And that's not a bad thing. That's just how it is. Where did that pangum come from?
No, Mike.
Okay. But yeah.
Uncle keeps putting YouTube shorts. No, Mike.
Yeah. And I also if anyone else chose to go ahead and start streaming on their channel, I'd probably change the voice channel we're currently on to like stream time instead of what I have it as.
Yeah.
But since I'm the only one streaming, it would make sense to have it be that way.
Yeah.
Be like pastry streaming. Because it'd be silly if I had like, and just so you guys know, this server that I'm currently talking about is a private server just for people that know, at least like, people who went to the last IRL obligation I had before this one.
Yeah.
But yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and make clouds in this channel banner. But yeah, also if you were to go ahead and like start your YouTube channel, if you wanted me to go ahead and draw your first ever channel banner, I'll do that.
Well, thanks.
But yeah. I did that when I launched Metal Clunker, the channel, and then what happened with that is he was just relying on me too much for his own channel. And I'm like, stop it! But yeah. But yeah. As I'll help as long as you're not having me do everything for the channel.
Oh yeah. I wouldn't have anyone do everything for me.
Yeah. Like the reason why I say that I'd do the first ever channel banner is if they see my stuff, if my batch saw my stuff as like your channel banner, they might be like, ooh, I'm gonna check this person out. They know pastry well. But yeah. Also, just random question, but would Archie be in a dress shirt or a dress?
Dress shirt.
Yeah. That's a very random but yet important question to ask. Because if you're putting someone else's character in a dress shirt or in dress up clothes, you don't want to assume what they'd want their character to be in, you know?
Yeah.
But yeah. Like you could have said dress. But yeah. But luckily I'm better at dress shirts because that's what pastry has.
Yeah.
For everyone's information, pastry has feminine hair but yet a masculine body structure. So like structurally draw them like a male, but then hair is more feminine. But yeah. Would you like to shoot me a picture? Wait, would you like me to put a picture of Archie on like a corner of my stream panel right now? Or like what I'm showing?
Sure.
But yeah,
you need me to send you a picture?
I have plenty because of the emotes.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that.
I just need to remember where I put them. I think they're on just general PC. Hold on. Desktop. Yeah, okay. Which one do you want me to do? Do you want me to do like the happy, the stabby, lovesick?
Whichever one is fine.
I'm gonna do the stabby.
Okay.
But yeah. If I were to have you on my show, I'd draw Archie. Which I'm gonna draw Archie anyway because or like I'm gonna make an animation template off of Archie because I'm gonna be because you're gonna be in a future video of mine. Don't spoil your parts though, please.
I won't.
You can say that they're very funny though, if you think they're very funny. Did you think
I think they're funny.
Yeah. And is that just because I'm like cornering you on my own show?
I don't know. No, I just think they're funny.
Of course, my of course my short isn't getting any views right now because almost everyone's on here. But yeah, I just do those to keep up with the shorts algorithm. You know, like yeah, the algorithm is very finicky and kind of evil.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you expect the algorithm to go ahead and treat you well, then I wouldn't recommend you start a YouTube channel. Like if you want the algorithm to play nice, go to TikTok instead. It's just
I actually have a decent following on TikTok.
would you like to plug your TikTok and to the Discord chat so that I can go ahead and plug it into the random work stream?
Sure. Hold up.
But yeah, I just really don't like TikTok.
Where should I put it? Should I put it in like no mic or something?
Put it in my direct DMs.
Ah, okay.
Where it actually says rebellious pastry.
Yeah.
But yeah. I want to go ahead and just give you a word of caution. If you use Archie, then people are going to think of like the really old Archie comics.
I know.
But yeah.
Oh, mind my TikTok username. Kind of goofy.
It's different than Archie?
Yes.
But yeah. What do you do
don't
on...
mind it. It's goofy.
What do you do
mostly...
on TikTok?
Mostly edits and post some art.
I definitely feel like...
I don't have a lot right now, but like...
Since you have a TikTok, I feel like YouTube would be easier. I'm just a stubborn son of a gun that does not want TikTok.
That's fair.
I honestly don't feel comfortable supporting a platform that has caused so much harm to like the community and whatnot.
Yeah, I completely understand that.
Because like who thinks it's a good idea to steal soap dispensers from public bathrooms?
Yeah.
And literally cook chicken and like a freaking cold syrup. Like TikTok encourages people to do bad things. And I don't like it.
That's fair. Like, I guess it kind of depends on like what you watch on it, but I completely get what you're saying.
But yeah. Kind of like how I would never spend my own money on Chick-fil-A because they're horrible.
Yeah. Yep.
And I was okay. So you're gonna go ahead and want to scream your head off, but you know how there's those Prime drinks? I thought about getting one, and then I'm like, no, I don't want to go ahead and support Logan Paul.
Oh God, I knew that was coming.
Fan mistreatment. Crappy. Fan mistreatment. But yeah. And that's why I'll stick to my trusty Gatorade.
Gatorade is pretty good. I used to drink it a lot more.
Guess what
Dude, I just tweaked my arm.
Guess what I just drank? Gatorade.
What?
Gatorade.
Yeah.
Imagine if someone pulled that out and made a meme of it. Meme of me just like drinking different things. Hey, guess what I just drank? Sewage water.
Need to see that take.
Yeah. And I honestly feel like in general, if the creator is relatable, people tend to go ahead and want to watch them as well.
Yeah.
But yeah. Is seriously no one else from our group or IRL group available right now? What the hell are they doing with their time? Underwater basket weaving?
I don't know, dude. That's all.
But yeah, platonically love them all.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm definitely saying some out of pocket shit also could either help or hurt. Depends on how out of pocket it is. Why is out of pocket called out of pocket?
That's a good question. Bro, you just made me think of something I was thinking about.
What?
Why is it called a hamburger if there's not any ham? Like
what?
Like you know the term cheeseburger, that makes sense because it's a burger with cheese on it. But why the fuck why is it called a hamburger?
Oh man, we could go on these tangents for hours.
I don't know, that's just been killing my brain lately. Like, why is it called a ham? You know, I'm gonna search it up. Burgers.
Some people call it steak burgers. So
Why would it? Just sounds so weird.
yeah. Well, why?
Okay. It's not steak either. It's beef.
Well, beef is steak.
Okay, but still, that just sounds weird.
Yeah.
Steak burger. That just sounds so weird.
Now I'm gonna play devil's advocate here and say if it was called a ground beef burger, would you want one?
Okay, that's fair. Okay, wait. The term hamburger comes from Hamburg in Germany, where a minced beef-style dish was first created. All of our burgers are made from whole cuts of 100% British and Irish beef. Nothing added except a pinch of... Okay, I don't care. Germany thing?
I thought we created the hamburger. No fair.
And I'm so confused.
No.